Available now on HBO Max, which is how I saw it. It may be on physical media too. Is a film that was released just earlier this year in theaters. This is See How They Run. This is an all-star comedy murder mystery. I brought to mind things like Murder by Death or Clue for me. So basically, the story is there's a murder backstage at a production of The Mousetrap, Agatha Christie's The Mousetrap, and Sam Rockwell, playing British in this, police inspector is brought in to try to solve the crime, and Saoirse Ronan is his assistant or his sidekick or deputy or whatever you want to call it, female police officer working up her way up to become detective, and it's just really funny. It's very, very silly. It's got a great cast. It's got Adrien, Brody and David Oyelowo and Ruth Wilson and more and more and more. And if I keep going, I'll probably mispronounce the names and say the wrong people. But it was somebody said online, the reason I wanted to see this, they said this is the kind of movie people don't make anymore, and it's kind of true. It's the kind of movie that you used to get in the 40s through the 70s, maybe into the 80s. And just kind of stopped getting made. Maybe Once Upon a Crime was one of the last ones I remember coming out. Or Blame It on the Bellboy, was that a mystery? I don't know. But the mystery part of it is interesting. It's very zippy in the dialogue. The performances are solid. The set design, the period design is really good. This is set, I believe, in the 30s or 40s or early 50s, somewhere pre-60s in there. And the behind the scenes is that the character portrayed by the producer, the person who is murdered in the film, I was going to say portrayed by Adrien Brody, he's looking to make a movie based on the play, and Oyelowo is his screenwriter, and they're not getting along, and something happens, and basically many people are a suspect as to why they might want this guy dead, because he's not a very nice guy. And it's super good. It's got slapstick in it, really great, fast British style verbal hijinks and wordplay, and the kind of film that you could watch with your parents. Like, there's nothing really overtly untoward in the film, and it's just funny. It's just funny. It's the kind of movie that, I could see why it didn't do well in theaters. There was no major name to hang it on, and the period setting probably didn't help it. And it's the kind of movie that'll probably fade into obscurity. But I would say if you like the kind of films I name-checked earlier, if you like a good comedy mystery that's done with a bit of class and really looks great, See How They Run. Or I would say, see How They Run. On HBO Max, and probably on physical media, and eventually somewhere else if you watch this much, much later.